Hey there, strangers. It's time for another 2 p.m. PST Twitch stream. Although I'm 15 minutes late, I'm your host, Strange Bro Jim, and we are getting ourselves back into Warframe today. Sorry for being a little late. Guess guess a little bit lately. I've been trying to fight my own little mind a bit, trying to keep up in spirits. So let's see, I'm going to make sure that everything's kind of set up here real quick. Okay, there's that. Everything's looking good there. We'll go ahead and unmute the headset here so everybody can kind of hear what's going on. And let's go ahead and get this live. Okay, so um, to pick up where we left off, there was a bit of work last week concerning just trying to get some additional parts, trying to get some rep grind and the like. Now, this weekend, did a little bit of a quick grind with Crazy. Um, there were I didn't really care too much. Oh, hold on. On the uh, notifications here, there were two um, submissions, I guess you might say. Uh, there's like a little icon over on the left-hand side, basically saying, "Hey, you could do these two extra missions for some extra weapons." That was what I was kind of more interested in. Um, there was apparently an affinity um, booster over the weekend, so um, anyone that is interested, you could go to my Discord. Um, got some uh, got some folks over there on the Warframe text channel that tries to keep everything up to date, which I appreciate on it. Um, I don't follow along that closely, so I miss out on some of the news sometimes. Um, but I appreciate those that do and are willing to let everybody else know. So I appreciate the fact that both Crazy and Mr. Stab are both posting videos and links on my Warframe text chat.
Hello,
Um,
hello, hello.
so give them some thanks. And speaking of the devil, there's Crazy.
How are you doing?
Okay, as well as can be anyway.
Alrighty then. Well, better that than not.
Exactly. Exactly. I got my health. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. That's about as best as I can go for right now.
Well, I suppose that's fair. I'm kind of, in some ways, you might be doing a little bit better than I am. But anyway.
Hmm.
Also, I was concerned that you might not have made it simply because you didn't realize that the government stole an hour from us over the weekend.
Oh no no no. My phone automatically switches over. So and seeing
Well,
that
yes,
that's
but just because your phone automatically switches over doesn't mean you automatically switched over.
yeah that's true. That's true.
I in particular felt like absolute crap for most of the weekend. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all
I
right.
mean, as soon as they realize that the switching of the hours is an old archaic
Oh,
form, you
that's
know.
been there has been study after study since before 2000 that said daylight savings time is brutal on basically everyone involved, and yet nobody can. You'd think this would be a bipartisan issue because I have yet to meet anybody who likes daylight savings time and thinks it's a good thing. But nobody can seem to get off their butts and say, "Hey, maybe we should actually abolish daylight savings time," because everybody hates it and hates us for doing it to them.
Well, I don't know. I can't say everybody. I don't speak with, say, like farmers, for example, that might actually appreciate daylight savings time.
They
Maybe, you
they
know.
don't. Daylight is not nearly as important to modern day farming as it used to be.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, you would need daylight in order to grow the crops. I mean, let's face it. But to
Yes, but it
actually,
used to be that working at night was virtually impossible
mm,
due to the restrictions on lack of vision and things like that. That's no longer the case.
right. Um, well, I mean, even there's still farmers out there that are still kind of restricted to that. Okay, it's not like every single farmer has night vision goggles or anything along those lines.
I was
Um,
just no, I was referring to just like lights on vehicles and things like that.
but yeah, no, no, don't get me wrong. Things have definitely improved. Over 100 years. Okay, the fact that daylight savings time, you know, was created by the what was it? The train corporations to keep their workers working in all, during the day, at all times. Um, you know, it's an old archaic system that really needs to kind of go the way of the dodo, uh,
Yep,
but yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really like it either, but um, I'm not in charge of handling those kind of things. And to be honest, there are some more pressing issues going on than daylight savings time. So, but we won't get into that. Let's try to kind
not
of
really, but whatever.
let's tr-
Um,
let's try to stay away from the politicals a little bit. So
probably a fair point.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we both have our viewpoints, and probably not a good idea to kind of bring that up, especially in mid game.
It's a fair point. This is not a political stream.
Exactly. Um,
Just get that on there. That on there.
I mean, I guess if people want us to talk about it, they can, but they would need to really kind of push
Trust those
for.
people. You don't want us to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if people want, I could set up a separate channel on my Discord, but I'm just imagining the amount of flame
Let's
wars and
not and say we
heat
didn't.
and Discord and oh jeez, Discord would become a Discord.
Yeah, let's not and say we didn't.
Yeah, yeah, you know. So okay,
Right. Innate electric. Okay. Well, shoot. That's just bad.
okay.
What
So
is? Okay.
now, another thing that you told me there, Crazy, was that I was being stupid by doing the whole three syndicates thing.
I don't
That
know
I
that I
should.
would phrase it quite that way, but rather that there is a more efficient way to do them.
Well, no, no, no. There is. I already know that there's two ways to get four syndicates. I've kind of talked about it multiple times on this during these streams.
Okay.
But the fact that you were like, going, no, no, no. Don't worry about it. I got it covered. Switch back to the 4. You know, it basically, taking me and go, no, please don't do what you're doing. Stop it. Switch back. So,
Well, yes.
um, but here's the thing. I can't seem to find the sigils for the ones that are enemies.
Well, in order to get their sigil, you have to initiate with them. Um,
Ah, okay.
yes. Okay. So, all right. Where are we? Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we'll
so,
do that.
hmm. Oh, that's a brings up kind of a dilemma then.
Oh,
Can you actually go to a syndicate even if they
you
really
should
hate
be able
you?
to if you click on them just from that screen and talk to them. There should still be a thing to initiate
Turned your
with
back
them.
on a lot of innocent people, Tenno. What do you
Should
care?
just be able to click the initiation and
Oh, okay. Even if they hate you, you can
yes,
do the initiation and
yes.
gotcha.
Oh,
Okay then.
woo! I now have an arcane
Turned
ender
your
track. I
back on a
hadn't
lot
quite
of innocent
realized that
people,
I
Tenno.
had
What?
gotten.
You've turned your back on a lot
Okay.
of innocent
By the
people,
way,
Tenno. All right.
not that you necessarily care all that much,
Mm,
but um, so one of this week's elite weeklies is going to be a no brainer, which is kill 1,500 enemies,
okay.
which we're almost certainly going to do just randomly,
At least with
probably.
at least within the next 2 days.
Yes.
I mean,
And then there's,
unless
unlock 3 relics, do 3 mobile defense missions, do 3 spy missions. I mean,
yeah,
not that you're going to do those. I'm just saying they're real easy to do.
right.
Um, I am also, by the way, I just got ranked 25. So,
On your regular on your first
on the
account on
track, yeah.
yeah.
Let's see here.
Okay, so just so people are understanding what I'm doing right at this time. So in order for me to get back into good standing with the 4 syndicates, um, I'm gonna switch over to the Steel Meridian so that I can get them back to being neutral at the very least. Then I'll switch back to um, Cephalon Suda so that I can.
I
Um,
was going to say, so raising Steel Meridian also raises Red Veil.
right.
Uh, Earning rep with um, Cephalon Suda lowers Red Veil. So at this point, you're better off just getting in good with Cephalon Suda and sticking with that and waiting until.
Well, I just don't want 3 syndicates sending death squads at me. So I just want to get Steel Meridian to a neutral, and so that I just have the 2 going after me, and then I'll switch back over to Cephalon Suda. It shouldn't take that long, or at least that's
Okay.
that's that's my thinking. I mean, does it really matter all that much? Does the percentage increase based off of does the percentage of them sending death squads increase based off the number of syndicates that are going after you?
Not that I'm aware of. Um,
Because if it's the same percentage, then I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. There's going to be a death squad being sent to me in either case. But
right.
I would imagine that if you have more people that actually hate you, the percentage of them trying to send people to kill you would be increased.
I'm
Like,
going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know.
okay.
I don't think so, but it wouldn't be the first time I was mistaken about that sort of thing.
Hmm. I'm kind of curious about it because if it doesn't really matter, then I'll stick with Cephalons to get Arbiters of Hexus all the way up, and then
That's what I would suggest. Just stick with those two and get yourself all the way up as far as you can. Um, that's right. We're mastery rank 11. Okay. Let's see.
uh,
Search anything good? I can't do that because that's
Warframe number of syndicates aiding increased
then I don't have.
death
And
squads.
we got that there for massive duration. So doesn't change anything. Okay, we want hunter adrenaline because we need energy. And speaking of energy, we'll guess we'll do that. Okay.
Hmm.
Also,
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of posts about people complaining about syndicates, but and death squads, but
yeah.
nothing
Yeah,
really
that's
standing out about if they actually send additional death squads based off of the amount of people hating you.
I gotta say, I do really like the way Chroma colors. His color
Um,
scheme is really quite good. Let's
uh,
okay, that's a metallic channel, so we're gonna go gold. Okay, and is emissive, red, and
hmm.
all right. I think we'll do that. All right.
Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in the Warframe wiki, the fandom site,
Yeah.
saying anything one way or another about it.
Well, that
So,
makes sense.
hmm. Maybe I need to send Warframe a tweet. Say, hey,
Yeah. Well, I
Warframe,
mean, a lot of people complain. I'm curious what all everybody was complaining about with syndicates because I know a lot of people complain about syndicates, and sometimes it's just like, why?
well,
Why are you so upset?
I mean, I just saw questions about like, why are syndicates, why are death squads a thing? So I'm like, okay.
I mean, I will say the number one thing I would change about syndicates if I were going to change something is um, number one thing I would change about syndicates if I were going to change something is I wish there was a way that you could back them without having to necessarily wear the sigil. Because let's be honest, the first thing most people do with the sigil is turn it off.
Hmm. Well, what I kind of wish that I could do is actually have more than one. You know, I mean, you're giving me a front and back option for the sigils. Why can't I have both on? You
Well, in
know.
some cases, it's because the groups in question hate each other. Thank you very much. But my family just gave me some food. So
Ah,
all right, so
always nice.
yes, so we're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Put this on.
At some point in time, I really do need to kind of change the colors of these skins, but I'll hold off on that for later.
See
You
what
know,
we got
as
here.
I've kind of mentioned in the past, I'm not really one for um, I'm not really all that picky when it comes to design. You know, I'm more of the, does it function properly?
Yeah,
You know,
but
I'm more the function over design, but I don't say I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's um,
yeah.
not something that I focus on a lot. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and claim Mag finally.
Okay.
There we go. And now I can sell off these Mag Chassis and Magna Optics there.
Yeah.
Don't need those anymore.
Okay, I would need to change that around, but that is. We'll do that, and then. Maybe the yellow's not bad.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave it like that.
Sell off those. Don't really need those anymore. Okay.
Attachments.
Let's see. Now, I should probably get the marketplace back up because I did not sell the bloom um, over the weekend.
Hmm.
Um, so I should probably make myself available for that.
Okay.
Okay, so and online in game. There we go. So now, if anyone actually wants that, the mod, um, uh, what is, what's the name of it again? It's Bloom something or other.
Peculiar bloom.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, let me just show all. Yeah, Peculiar Bloom. So if anyone wants that, then they can contact me. Okay, let's see.
I realized I had two of those. Okay.
Well, let me go ahead. There's one thing that I want to finish off before I go too far in, um, too far today, which is I want to finish off the Glossed Gambit. So, let me
Oh,
go
okay.
let me go ahead and finish that off before, things get really odd with trying to finish that one and having them pissed off at me.
Oh, you can leave them just sitting there in perpetuity, and it wouldn't matter.
Right. But eventually it will get to that point where they will start hating me, but I'm like really close to the end of it
Oh,
anyway,
your
so.
rank with the syndicate has nothing to do with those missions.
Oh, really?
Nothing. Yes, absolutely nothing. Those missions will, because the Glass Gambit awards the blueprint for the Nidus Warframe.
Oh.
So, and anything, most of those kinds of quests are they are Warframe quests, and so they don't. You're standing with the syndicate doesn't matter, because if it did, then you wouldn't be able to get the Warframe, and that would suck. Um,
Okay. I would have figured that if you're hated by the syndicate, the people inside those rooms wouldn't necessarily talk with you.
um, the only dialogue they will have is either to tell you how what an awful person that you are, or to give you the quest.
Right. Well, I was expecting, the fact that, they're telling you that you're an awful person, and that's it. that's
Yeah,
that's
but no,
they
they will give you the quest regardless of your standing with them, because if they didn't, then people would be very upset about the fact that they can't.
get the necessary blueprints for warframes. I get you.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I would figure um that each syndicate would have, missions that would cover that, you know, um, but then again, um, that would require, um, why do I keep on blanking on the company name?
Digital Extremes.
Yeah,
DE for short. Mm.
I can't seem to remember the digital extremes. I need to kind of get it locked in my head, just keep on repeating digital extremes until I get it there. But it will require digital extremes to be able to create unique storylines for each one of those warframes if they did it that way. That way they could basically say, hey, if they hate you, they hate you. They're not going to talk with you. They're not going to send you on missions, you know, because that's what I would imagine. They'd be like, why the hell would we want you, a person that we absolutely hate, to go and do a mission for us? Huh?
Well, it's
but
one of those story and gameplay segregation issues, because if the only way to get the Warframe is either being good with the Syndicate or buy it from the market, then that goes against the free to play model that Warframe uses, which is to say, the idea that you can get everything for free, it just takes time and energy to do so.
well, yeah. No, what I'm saying is though is that um, what they could do, you know, if I was in their shoes and they had all the resources in the world to do this, um, I would suggest to them to um, take these warframes that are exclusive for these particular quests, um, and basically make them available or make these type of quests somewhat available for in the other syndicates. Meaning, like if you're mad with if one syndicate is mad at you, then you can go to another syndicate and still get that warframe part no matter what. So just just kind of saying they could do it that way. You know, they can make the syndicates actually feel like they actually hate you, and but you could still get the Warframe from a syndicate that is like neutral or okay with you. So that's all.
Yeah, well, it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah. No, no, Okay, so, um, what is on your list for today?
Well, so excuse me, having some dinner.
No worries.
Um,
Take your time.
so we have the parts for new amps, which means I expect Eidolon hunting will be somewhere in the offing.
All right.
I still want to see about getting the last few parts for Excalibur.
All right.
We can see about cracking relics for um,
More prime parts.
more prime parts. Let's see here. In particular, I will do this. Actually, I can do that from the menu, so never
All right.
but yeah, I assume some Eidolon hunting is going to be in the offing, by which I mostly mean the Terror List.
Right. Of course.
By the way, it's going to be night in approximately 20 minutes down on the plains.
Okay.
Excuse me. Um, oh, and I was given the option earlier when I logged in to choose a resource drop chance booster, a credit booster, or just a couple of Tellurium. I took the resource drop chance booster because I figure that's probably the more universally useful. It's got 8 hours on it. If we don't end up using it, we don't end up using it. I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it to give us plenty of these sorts of things.
Well, as it is, uh, you know, while I could use the resources, the resource booster doesn't actually help me out. So, it's focused on you and you alone. We already kind of discovered this. So, I mean, if you want the resources, then we can go
It's a
ahead.
drop chance booster, so it increases the chance that the resource will drop, not increases the amount of resources I will get. Drop chance boosters affect everybody on the mission.
Okay.
Double resources only affect you,
Uh,
whoever you is in terms of the context.
right. Okay. Um. Okay. Well, if glass gambit doesn't really matter all that much, I guess I can just hold on to it until for later. All right. So, let's go ahead and
And also, that's interesting. Okay. Also, at some point, I'm going to want to do the Glass Gambit too because I really like Nidus as a Warframe. The big problem with Nidus as a Warframe is that Nidus excels at long-term endurance missions. At the moment, there is not a compelling reason to do long-term endurance missions. There isn't a great reason to do hour-long void survivals, for example.
okay.
Well, yes, I am talking about somebody we both know, but anyway.
Okay. Well, if you want to, you can get the glass gambit up to trying to find the source of Neff's cheats, which I think is like
Hmm.
one of the last, if not the last one mission on the list.
I think, don't
Um,
quote me on this because I might be wrong. I
so,
think, actually, wait, why am I about to talk out of my posterior when I can just go check?
hmm. Um, if anything, I would imagine that this might be the mission before, like You find a source, and then you play the index one more time to try to expose the cheats. I would imagine that that would probably be the storyline that I would imagine that would happen. So, but I don't really know, seeing that I haven't actually done this before. Um, but if you want to get your, if you want maybe my help to get you up to where I'm at, we can do that. Um, or you can take care of that
Yeah, it doesn't
on your
actually
own.
say that this is a solo quest, so
Yeah.
we could. Um,
Well, I had some help on the index from others, so
okay,
uh, I wasn't alone on it. So,
right.
or at
Okay,
least not
that's
all of
fair.
them. So, um, there was a matter of fact, there was one time where I just started the Glass Gambit, um, and the very first mission, first index, uh, random came in and he was like going, "Don't go over 10 points." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean by 10 points? That makes no sense. Why are we worrying about that on the index?" Well, apparently, a couple of indexes later,
Yeah,
they did limit that. Like, you
yeah.
had to get within 10 points. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But it wasn't for that particular index. And I'm like, "Okay, I see now. I understand." So we can do that as well if you want. But why don't we take on Excalibur? Try to get that um, that going for us, and then we'll
Sorry, I'm chuckling because of on something somebody said on Twitter um, about the they bonked heads with their significant other, said something nonsensical, and when their significant other said what, their response was, "Sorry, my brain had a UI error."
nice.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Um, well, so we're down to about. I mean, admittedly, it doesn't take us that long to run the XCal mission. Um,
Right.
but don't forget, we have to assemble new amps before we do Eidolon hunts if we want to do them tonight. And I mean that both in context of the evening that is about to start down on the plains of Eidolon, and tonight, as in, during this broadcast.
Right.
Because it's going to be an hour of nightfall and then 2 hours of not. And so, yeah, no, the second nightfall would be happening just as we are about to sign off. So if we want to do it, we need to be ready for the one that starts in about 10 minutes. So we can get maybe one run in on XCal, and then we need to be ready. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you. Because we're going to have plenty of time after.
Um, how about we do the prepare for the night now?
Okay, I'll get my Eidolon hunting. Okay, so over on Prime, upgrade, go over here. matter. Okay. Um. Oh, can do that.
Let's see. Let's see, what is this? Pulse enemies towards you, stunning them and bringing them into melee range. Go around target and snaring nearby enemies and dealing damage over time. Place enemy shields and armor.
Yeah, Mag's first ability is hysterical because it ragdolls enemies hardcore. It's very funny. Um, do I not have?
Okay,
I did.
so it appears that um maybe not necessarily strength is good for mag, but range efficiency.
Um, range, efficiency, strength if you can put it on there because her abilities do damage and are affected by power strength.
Wait, I need vitality on there. Okay, well,
Okay. I mean, I don't know what else I should be putting on here, but I kind of don't have the thing right now, so we'll we'll do this instead.
that's about as much as I can do for mag for now. Let's see.
This.
Okay, let's see. Still need to max out Nyx on her abilities. Still got Banshee and Mag. Okay, but for now we're going to switch over to Volt. So that we can do the Eidolon hunts. And let me make sure that I got everything kind of good to go there. Still set for my Eidolon build here, so that's good.
All right.
Got the Rubico and got the my two other weapons that will get more experience on. Let's see.
Oh, before we do that, Fashion Frame absolutely demands that I pop this giant space pimple on the side of my neck.
All right.
There are
And
only two frames that I never take the space pimple off of.
but yeah.
One is Nidus and the other one is Saren because, it's a disease and Saren is I spread disease everywhere.
Yeah.
Technically they're spores, but
Oh, Volt, man, your neck. Oof.
Oh, do you have the ugly space pimple too?
No, 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 no. I'm just looking at the fact that when I'm looking to the side, it it seems like Volt cranes his neck in such a way that it's like um I'm wondering how his esophagus is still kind of intact.
Hey man, the
So
Warframes can survive stuff that would kill normal people
yeah, I know,
and
I know.
yeah.
I'm going to go and check out some spoilery stuff real quick first. So
Hmm.
everybody kind of uh, not look for the time being. I mean, let's see. Do you um,
Hmm.
do you recommend bumping up the energy pulse and energizing dash to the max before moving on to anything else, or
Yes, an energizing dash first.
mm, I don't have enough focus for energizing dash? Oh well.
It is the most generally useful of the bunch.
I don't know what the heck happened there, but it was telling me. I clicked on energizing dash, and it was like as though it kind of deselected it. I'm like, going, okay.
Yes,
Um,
you can do that. You shouldn't, but you can.
right, and it was like telling me, "Do you want to commit these changes?" I'm like, um, no.
Yeah, it asks you that every time you invest. Um, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it takes a mere 4,000 credits to build an area. Oh, no, wait, we should still be able to do equipment. Okay.
Well, wait a second. Hold on.
Eidolon Seat Swang intercepted at isolate. Yes. Commit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Every choice
Okay.
closes off an infinite number of possible futures. The amp you craft, then, is unique in all the multiverse. Where you end and it begins. An unanswerable question. Research. Craft. Assemble.
Check something.
Strive to answer the unanswerable.
Oh, I don't have the brace with me.
Well, that's
Tenno
no good.
separating from Simple Nexus at Quill Onco Primary.
Gonna leave Cetus real quick. I'll come back as soon as I can. Let's see. There it is. Brace. Ah.
I do have to say, that is some nice looking fashion right there.
Could I get another invite, please?
But of course.
Yeah, because if we're gonna do some Eidolon hunting, then we probably don't want to be using the basic amp anymore.
The mode amp, no. At this point, the only thing the mode amp is good for is once we get to the rank with the quills where we can guild our amps, we're going to want to max them out, then guild them, and then get rid of them. Because they're still 3,000 mastery.
Right. Alright.
CC point now will combine with complex node at Swamp. We watch. We
Okay.
anticipate.
Amp
We intercede.
assembly. And the brace. And build.
The sum of consequence to consequence resolves here, in this extension of your will.
Okay, so that is it for that. Now,
The history you will have.
Yes.
let's see. Now, how do I equip it to my...
So hit escape, equipment, operator, and that should, and then click on equipment and equip the new amp.
Okay. Okay. Install Arcane 1, install Arcane 2.
Yeah, don't worry about those for now. Onco sells arcanes for the amps. We are not at the point where we need to worry about it.
Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, this is great. Thanks for doing that.
What?
My Warframe is inside the door.
Oops.
When I switched over to, get the Warframe in, I was like, okay, well. Okay, so now we need to head to the door.
Yes.
Enter the plains.
Sorry, I realized I had to change something about my dog.
Hmm, 1816, huh? Okay.
I'm gonna go pick up some lures while we're waiting.
Is it not daytime yet? Or is it not nighttime yet?
No, the lures are only available at night. So
Oh,
I
okay.
meant while I'm waiting for you to load in.
Right. Well, it's taking that sweet time. Like always. Hey, there we go. Finally, it's letting me out.
Alright, I got both of the lures.
Okay, these guys are kind of attacking them already.
Well,
You ready to go?
more or less. Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay, but we have at least one charge lure.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Okay, get over here,
That device
stand on
is
the grass,
insufficient.
and then pop
You
out.
are directed to secure
Oh.
and employ additional eidolon lures.
Okay. Need more energy. What the? Oh.
Jesus. This amp, even without upgrades, is so much more ammo efficient than the freaking boat amp.
Well, I don't know that much about that. I'm not able to do continuous stream right at the moment.
It's not a continuous stream, it's a semi-auto fire.
Energy spike. I
Okay,
advise
everybody get on the
falling back.
grass.
Ah, god damn it.
Oh yeah, this is way more efficient.
Alright.
Get back up. Oh,
I don't know where to shoot.
there was a vomit feeding the Eidolon shields.
Oh, come on. What the? Oh my god. What the?
You okay?
I switched into stealth mode and it still knocked me back forever.
Yeah, that's one of the things that happens with Eidolons at the end of the game.
I don't know where to shoot.
The knee. I'm shooting at the right knee.
Okay.
Energy spike.
Alright.
I advise falling back.
Why can't... Okay, apparently I can't do... switching over to my host anymore?
Why not?
I don't know.
Weird.
Am I still stuck here? My keyboard commands aren't working at all anymore.
Oh, that glitch. Hate that. Alright, just hang on. Just hold on. We're nearing the end anyway.
You kidding me?
What?
I can't do anything?
It happens sometimes. The only way to...
Smaller sentients rush to the Eidolon's aid,
Oh, yeah.
healing it.
The only
Stop
way
them.
to get out of it is
Sentient
get yourself
energy
killed.
contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Great.
Or at least knocked into a down state.
Well, I can at least get myself knocked into a down state again.
Yeah.
Because here's my body.
Yeah, easier said than done. Fortunately, these guys seem like they know what they're doing.
Kill me. Kill me.
Remind me of Kay from Men in Black. Eat me! Yes, please, hurt me. I'm running under adrenaline. The amount of damage that I do is based off of...
Well, at least,
Or not the amount of damage, but I get energy from damage to my health.
at,
So,
at least I can still use my one ability.
really? Okay. That's weird.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, hopefully that will fix you.
Okay,
Hopefully.
hopefully. Yeah, need more energy. Okay.
We're in the final phase, so you can just go ahead and...
Just shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool. That was the sound of us fighting. Good, because I'm out of energy. Yeah. Alright, grab as many cores as you can, and then back to the gate. GTFO. Would help if I was actually hitting the gate.
Yeah. Oh boy,
What?
that was irritating.
That glitch? Yeah. The glitch where you can't do anything is always irritating. Alright, well, it looks like they left the squad, so...
Well, they were probably irritated by me, so.
Nah, we did pretty good, all things considered. So, I wouldn't... That said... As soon as you're done loading in, let me know.
Okay,
I'll queue
ready,
us for another hunt.
ready to go. I'm out at the gate.
Yeah, so the thing about the prism that we're currently using is it's
Whoa.
semi-auto, so you have to keep clicking as opposed to the beam you were getting, but it is much more energy efficient. You'll get many, many, many more hits out of it than we got out of
Well,
the
no,
node amp.
I get that, but the problem is that I don't know exactly where to be shooting at. So
Well, for the okay
there's a lot of graphical uh,
noise.
noise,
Well,
and hard for me to tell where I need to be hitting right at the moment. So
okay. Well, the nice thing is in the shield phase, which is when we're using our amp, because we're in the shield phase.
right.
Really? Okay. Hopefully somebody will join. In the shield phase, the nice thing is you can shoot anywhere because all you need to do is hit the Eidolon with your amp. That's it.
I was doing that, but I wasn't. The damage output that I was seeing was being nullified. So
Well, okay. So when you look at the Eidolon's health bar, if it's purple, we're in the if you're in your operator and you look at the Eidolon. And you look at the Eidolon health bar and it's purple, we're in the shield phase. Right? If we are in if you're in your operator and the bar is either entirely yellow or is gray for you, then we are in the damage phase, which means you need to shoot one of the joints, either the shoulder joints or the knee joints. Okay, so right now we're in the shield phase. You can hop out of your operator and you shoot with your amp. What do you call it?
alright. I'm moving the shield.
Okay. Okay, good. We have at least one active. Okay, now we're in the damage phase, which means we need to be aiming for somebody. Ooh, boy. Alright, so.
That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional Eidolon lures.
Okay, somebody revive me, please. I didn't jump out of my frame.
Someone apparently did.
Okay, good. So we're back to the shield phase again. Whoever this person is, they are way overpowered for this one. I'm okay. They're helping us use.
Okay. Where are we aiming at now? Oh, okay. Never
He
mind.
was aiming at the left knee, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, stand on the turn and jump to your operator.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, we're back to the shield phase. Shield almost gone. Okay. And then. Oh, wow.
Alright.
Somebody was really ready for that one.
Okay.
Way overpowered for this level of item. I'm okay with this.
Oh, a little bit of lag there. Come on, get out of the. Okay.
Sentient energy
Okay.
contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Okay, now's the part where we try to kill all of the little sentient, the little monoliths that are gonna come and attack and try and heal. Wow. Okay, these guys are super overpowered for this level of item.
Well, one of them
Almost
is
all of them are just what's
one.
going?
One of them is level 25. So
VMware 25. Yeah.
okay.
Alright, we're at the final damage phase. Use the item. Doesn't matter. Wow. Jeez. That may be one of the fastest idle run fights I've ever seen. Holy crap. Alright. Grab as many shards as possible. And then boogie it back to the gate.
Okay.
On the one hand, I kind of appreciate that we're getting people who are so overpowered because we're really getting a lot done. On the other hand, I get the distinct impression you don't really know what's going on.
Not very much. No.
Okay.
The problem is that it's rushing through a lot of it, and we're not. I'm not seeing the stages nearly as well as I should,
Okay.
and the when it when it switches over to, oh, you have to hit one of the parts, leg part, shoulder part. I can't see those being highlighted at all, so I have no idea where I'm supposed to be shooting at.
Well, they don't highlight. So the shield, the shield phase has ended because the entire Eidolon will flash, right?
Well, no, I get the able to switch between um uh where you had to switch over to your operator to shoot his shields down so you can aim at his joints. I get that.
Right.
Because the health bar is visible at that point. Okay, so I can see when that occurs. Problem is that I don't know where to aim when it starts getting into, okay, his health bar just grayed out. I need to switch over to shooting his joints. I don't know where his joints are because I'm seeing like 6 to 8 different joints.
Well, so there are only four on there are only four on the terror list, which is the only Eidolon we are capable of fighting right now.
Right.
Now, if you want, I can put it on friends only, and we can go out to the plains and we can see if we can take down an Eidolon, just the two of us, so that you can learn this. I'm totally okay with doing it. We've
Well,
already got a couple of hunts in, so if you want to take the time to learn the hunt at a slower pace, we can do that.
okay. Um, let's see. Let's see where our what standing we've
Eidolon
gotten.
Seared Swang intercepted at ISO.
Let's see. I want to see how
Allow us
much.
to improve your efficiency.
I currently have 35 intact. Oh, right. Still standing. Rank up. Okay. Well, after this, I'm now at rank 2, so that's good. continue.
Hmm. I can't finish off the daily standing for today, so why don't we just do another quick one
Tenno separating from simple
before
nexus
the
at Warframe.
daily reset happens,
Okay.
and then we'll go back out and do a slower one after the daily reset.
Well, here's the thing. We've got 19. We got about 20 minutes left in in night out on the plains. Um, so by the time we hit the daily reset, we're going to be at. It's going to be daytime out on the plains.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that even if we don't, even if we're not able to actually kill one, then um,
Okay.
we can do a slow one at that point. Okay, like
Right.
we'll we'll,
Okay.
we'll do a fast one right now. Um, get enough sentient cores and whatnot to max out our daily standing for today. Um, then we can um, if we want to do another quick one, we can do another quick one depending on um, who's with us, who wants to stick with us, whatnot. Um, and then if we head back out there by ourselves at like near the very end of the um,
Okay. Wow. The Eidolon is way the hell out. At least assuming that's what the waypoint over here.
yeah,
I don't know. Hear it.
there it is.
There we go. Okay.
All right, we ready to go?
More or less.
All right. It is going super fast.
Talking about the speed at which we're destroying the shields, or are you talking about
No, I'm
pace
talking
of
about how
combat?
fast he's walking. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
You have a charge.
That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional Eidolon lures.
Okay.
Energy spike. I advise falling
Okay.
back.
Wow.
Oh. Ah, God damn it, man.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
These guys are cutting through this thing quickly as well.
Really quick. Yeah. Big time. Okay. The only place left for them, for us to hurt the Eidolon, is the left knee. That's where you need to aim. it on the crash because he doesn't shoot the mag phase. This is the keep the enemies off of the idle.
Act now.
I don't know where they are at, so
Don't worry about it. Just wait for the Eidolon to get back up.
yeah, I don't even see where they were.
Okay, the Eidolon is vulnerable. Just shoot it wherever.
Oh. Okay, dead.
Well, captured. Alright, grab our fat loot. And head for the gate.
All right.
Yeah, Eidolon hunting. Can't jump right in front. That's... Oh, there we go. So the advantage to Eidolon hunting is that you can always, if you do it on public like that, you can always find a group of people who are very strongly interested in. Oh, they want to go again.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay.
Or at least one of them wants to go again. I don't know about the other.
Are we in the mission already, or? Because I didn't push the check mark on that.
Oh. Saying wait for nightfall? I still got day in 18 minutes, but okay. Okay, somebody's getting the Eidolon lures already.
Okay, so you guys are already out there and collecting everything?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going so fast that I can't see what the heck is going on right at the moment, so. Okay, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good food. Alright.
Energy spike.
I didn't even see the
That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional Eidolon
I didn't even
lures.
see the joints at that point.
No worries.
energy spike. I advise falling back.
Uh,
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
oh no! That hurt, or at least. But my Warframe wasn't damaged all that much, so I don't know. Okay.
Sentient energy contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Let's be perfectly honest. They're hardcore pulling us along with them. Okay, when the Eidolon gets up from this phase, it's going to be in just straight up damage mode, which means we just need to shoot it a lot. That's it. That's where we are in the fight.
Yeah. I can't see any of these Zombielists to really do anything effective, so.
Don't worry about it. Just shoot the Eidolon anywhere when it gets up. It doesn't matter what.
Alright, there it goes. Okay.
Now it's all over with the crying. Alright, should stay low looting.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, these guys are so far ahead of us. I don't even know what the heck is going on half the time. But we're getting a crap ton of rewards.
There's a lot of bomb-lists here that are still kind of active.
Just jump in your Archwing and fly back to the cave. Don't worry about them.
Alright. Missed. Alright.
And squeeze in one more before the end of night.
Okay.
Or at least one of them does. It's up to you.
Alright, let's go for it. I mean, I'm still learning just the... It's going fairly quickly that it's hard to kind of keep track of all the all the visuals that are going on.
Are you still loading in?
I went back out to Cetus and came back in, but
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I was thinking that we needed to rush.
Yeah, let's go.
But no one was kind of with me, I guess. Oh well. Loading the planes has been kind of rough in that loading time. Cetus not so much. Or at least not too bad. Oh, what the? How was I able to get damaged at that point? Still getting damaged. Why am I getting frost damage right at the moment?
Enemy shooting at us.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it happened.
Oh, great.
What the hell? Actually, I'm gonna do okay. Don't break anything yet. We need to charge fuel. However, if you look around, now might be a good time to look around the item through your sniper scope and see if you can't find. You look at the elbows and look at the knees. It should say Eidolon Synovia when you're, or Terrorless Synovia when you're hovering over the right mark. Still need one more charge.
Okay. Alright, I see him now. Okay, are we ready for the lures, or?
No, we need one more. We need at least one of them charged, which means we need to find another monolith and feed it to one of the lures.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got one. Okay, now we can start shooting. I guess shoot the left knee.
Left knee? Okay.
That's what I was.
Energy spike.
Doesn't
I
matter.
advise falling
Alright.
back.
So,
That device is insufficient.
stand
You
on the
are
fur.
directed to secure and employ additional Eidolon lures. Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Come on. Oh, crap. Alright.
Energy spike. I advise falling back.
Oh, remove the...
Those devices draw energy from bone ballists. Make use of them.
Thanks for that.
Sentient energy contained. You are
Okay.
closing on victory. Act now. Smaller sentients rush to the Eidolon's aid, healing it. Stop them. Next, you attempt to take control of it.
I
All right.
can't.
I don't see. Man, I don't see any modules right now either, but we'll find out in a minute when the thing stands back up.
Come on, I was shooting him right in the... Okay.
Yeah, we got day in 4 minutes, so I think that was probably our last one for the evening.
Alright. Wait. What is this up here? Lore? Alright. Sorry about that. I saw something in the map that was throwing me off. I was seeing something new on the map. I'm like going, what the hell is this? Apparently something threw down a lore. I don't know exactly what it was all about or something like that, but it was a new icon that I'd never seen before, so I was just kind of curious what it was all about.
Okay.
So
All right. So, did you get a chance to? Did you get a chance to take a good look at where the parts I was talking about were during that long phase where the shields were down, but we didn't have?
yeah, I did.
So hopefully, that helped.
So yeah, I know where the joints are now. Um, but just a slight nitpick. I hope um, Digital Extremes touches upon it maybe later. Is maybe highlight those particular areas in some way. You know, not that they really listen to me, but um,
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I wouldn't hold my breath. This content is 2 to 3 years old. I
no.
don't think they're gonna be changing it anytime soon.
Well, no, I get that. Okay, but here's where my critique is on it. Okay, is that um, um, when you get to that particular phase, okay, as someone that's brand new, such as myself, I'm still thinking, oh, I can shoot it wherever. Why am I not doing any kind of damage to it? Okay. Um, if those joints are supposed to be a big deal, which they are obviously,
Yes.
then they need to switch in switch visuals so that um, while the Eidolon itself isn't um, oh wait, I need to get my daily standing in before it switches.
Yeah.
Ah,
While you're at it,
Consequence to consequence.
once you do
Is
the
it
turn
time?
in, look at the Quill's offerings, and first of all, pick up a Shrekson scaffold.
okay. Phew, I think I made it just in time. Um, but when the when the purple health bar for the Eidolon switches to purple to not affected whatsoever, it would help people like me that have no idea what they're doing if the joints themselves kind of become a little bit more presentable, I guess. Like put a large like blue glow over them, or make the health bars for them always stand out so that they know, oh, I need to aim for one of these joints
Right.
because I mean, if the health bars for the joints like became visible like completely, then I would know which joint to kind of aim for. I would be able to kind of see what my other Tenno compatriots are also aiming for because I could see the health drop on the joints and go, okay, they're focusing on that one joint. I'll join them. Um,
Yeah.
or something along those lines because um, the way they have it right now, you have to hover over those specific areas to see the health bars pop up. And for someone new like me, I have no idea where to shoot, you know. Um, so it would be good if they had something that stood out at that particular moment in time. So, um,
Excuse me.
thankfully, there's you and there's others that are kind of doing and that are carrying me. But if I tried to do this by myself, I mean, not knowing any better, I would get so frustrated. I'd be like, okay, what am I supposed to do?
Well,
So,
so you may recall me mentioning previously that um excuse me. Ugh, that one of the things about Warframe is that it doesn't explain itself like at all.
I know, I know.
Um excuse
We are prepared to provide.
me. And so there's a lot of stuff that has to be taught by the community.
Right.
Um and I am very definitely of two minds about that because on the one hand,
Well chosen.
the community. I think the reason the
That
community
will
is
prove
as
beneficial
nice as it
for
is,
you and for us.
for the most part, is precisely because the game does not explain itself.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of we have to band together if we want to conquer this game. Excuse me. Suddenly I have the hiccups all of a sudden.
So it is.
Excuse me. The
Tenor
downside is it
separating
means
from
the game
simple
doesn't explain
nexus.
itself at all, uh,
Yeah.
which can be if you don't have some, if you play mostly solo and don't have somebody to explain this stuff to you, then you're kind of, I won't say completely left out on the cold, because there is the wiki, which the the community is very um, very diligent about updating for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
and there is excuse me, there are numerous content creators out there who put out videos about Warframe and what's going on with Warframe.
Yeah. No,
Um,
no.
there's an entire playlist by Satmatic um, about Eidolon. Excuse me. Good grief. About Eidolon Hunt.
Are you okay, bud?
Yeah, I just got the hiccups all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. No, no
Excuse
worries.
me.
Y-
Um, and so there's a whole big. I mean, there is content out there to
right,
educate you on this stuff.
right. And for anyone that wants to really get into the game and research it, then there's plenty of videos out there to see. Now, if um, uh, now if you want to, they're crazy. Feel free to put in my Discord, um, like YouTube channels or whatnot of players that have some decent videos. I mean, um,
Yeah,
obviously don't link the channels themselves. Just put down their usernames and people can kind of search for them directly.
I
Otherwise,
can do that.
you're gonna have link upon link upon link, and that's gonna just kind of overload the chat system. But I mean, if someone's watching me, for example, trying to learn what Warframe is all about, then they can go to my Discord, check my Warframe channel, and see that listing so that they can kind of um, see additional players that are, well, they're better than me, um, and not only can they, look on your channel, they're crazy for additional content and strategies and the like, but, they can view those other YouTube channels to um, get some additional information. So,
Yeah. Um, so on another note, one of the things I was going to talk about is if you go down to see Unko and you look at the items that he has for sale for rep, um, view offerings, um, you'll notice he has two different kinds of arcanes. Ones that say Magus on them, and ones that say Virtuous.
mm-hmm,
Right? The Magus arcanes are operator arcanes, which means that you put them on your operator.
mm-hmm,
Probably the best one, which requires maximum rank with the quills, is Magus Elevate, because it makes it so that when you transfer out of your Warframe, there is a at the maximum level, which requires 21 of them. But at maximum level, it you can transfer out of your operator or transfer. So when you transfer back into your Warframe, there's a 95% chance that you will heal 300 hit health to your Warframe, which means you get virtually unlimited healing. It's very nice. Um, let's see here.
okay. So I'm looking at the I'm looking in my foundry right now, seeing what is required for the blueprints on this. We need 30 wisps, which you mentioned prior.
Yeah.
Um, I need personally 2 more Norg brains, whatever that is.
Norg are a type of fish.
Okay. Apparently, I need 2 more of them. Um, let's see. I need about 26 more erratites to get this one. 10 neurosensors. About 40 Gractules. And I think
So you already have 4 Norg brain?
I have 7 right now. But you need a total of
7.
9.
No. Remember, the amp we're trying to build is a 223, so we need to get to the next rank in order to get that part. Did you pick up?
Okay. What should I not have purchased? Because I got 222.
You shouldn't have purchased the brace. We're going to use the brace from the from rank 3.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, it is. It for a long time it was the. This irritating. For a long time it was the meta because, okay, um, so all sentients, Eidolons, Vomphilists, the sentients we fight on Lua, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? All of them are immune to status conditions. They can technically still have the proc happen to them, but
Mm-hmm.
they are immune to the actual effect.
Okay.
Okay? Um, the rank 3 brace gives us a bonus to status or to both status chance and critical chance. Really, it's the critical chance that we're interested
Okay.
in. Now, if we want to get super meta with it, and I'm not saying we should, okay, what we would then do, the super meta build, is um, is whatever prism you want, the rank 2 uh, scaffold, and then over in Fortuna, after you have maximum rank with Fortuna itself, there is a second faction that you unlock and can get uh, standing with, called Vox Solaris, and when you get a high enough rank with them, there is a brace over there that you can pick up that is just critical chance, no status chance, and technically for hunting Eidolons, that is the strongest combination you can have. But it requires amounts of reputation grind.
Okay.
I am going to suggest, for simplicity's sake, that we stick with the 223 amp because that only requires us to grind Quill's rep. So, the Schwach Prism, the Shraxon Scaffold, and then I forget the name of the actual brace, but
Okay, so what's wrong with the 2 brace?
give me a moment here.
Because, I get the fact that,
Well,
the third is better because obviously, the higher up in rank you go, the better weapons and like you get. But I'm just kind of
actually,
curious what.
weirdly enough, When it comes to the amps, not so much. Um, so the reason I so each of the braces does a different thing, right?
Okay.
So there are four braces that we can get from quills. The first one, which is the one we already have, which is the Klapka brace, gives plus 40 energy pool to your amp, right? This is very nice for where we are with our energy pools tiny,
Mm-hmm.
but if we were true meta Eidolon hunters,
Mm-hmm.
um, then we would be investing heavily into the Materai school, which increases the size of your energy pool and the for your amps, and also increases the regeneration for them. So
Right.
having a bigger energy pool is not as important once you are deep into the Eidolon hunt.
Okay.
All right. Uh, the rank 2 amp, excuse me, the rank 2 brace is minus 1 second amp recharge delay. Again, if you are deep into the Eidolon hunting meta, then you don't need to worry about that delay because you already have a really fast recharge rate and a huge pool. So by the time you run out of energy, by the time the recharge delay matters to you, you're you probably already past the point where you need it. Okay. The rank 3 amp, like I said, gives specifically a 12% bonus to both critical chance and critical damage, or excuse me, critical chance and status chance. My brain is having a moment. Okay, and then the rank 4 brace gives 20 amp energy pool and plus 15 plus 15 energy per second recharge rate. So it makes it recharge faster.
Okay.
Um, Basically, as we get further and further into the focus schools, um, the things the other amp braces do matter less and less.
Right.
This remains true. So the only two amp braces that are generally considered to be worth using are, especially for idle hunting, but even just in general, are the Lauren brace, commonly referred to as 3, and the Certus brace, commonly referred to as 7, because it was the seventh brace to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, strictly speaking, you can use whatever prism you like. I personally find that I really like the Schwach prism because it's good for picking off Vomvalist, and until you get really meta with your operator build, um, it actually does very good damage, especially to the Terrorist. Because it basically has infinite punch through. So if you're standing real close to the Terrorist and you're firing up at it, it will hit the Terrorist multiple times.
Okay.
This is less true for the later Eidolons because they're much larger.
Okay.
But really, you can use whatever brace you want. I'm just giving you a recommendation based off of what I personally think works well. Um, Also, for the quests that we're going to be using the amps on later, I personally found that the Schwach worked really, really well.
Okay. Um. Okay. So here's the thing. Um. It's gonna take a little bit of time to build up to rank 3.
It is.
Um. And uh, get enough reputation to get the next brace.
Oh,
Um,
go ahead.
so on one hand, um, I'm thinking I'll just go ahead and build the Jetney brace to 222. Um, and then if I need to repurchase the um,
Oh,
to get the 223 later. Um, Now, okay, question. Why are we not doing are we going to be doing a 333 when we get there?
no.
Okay.
Um,
And why are we not using the threes on the prism scaffold?
okay, so the reason that we're not using the 3 on the Prism is because instead of is because it fires a 3-shot burst grenade. And first of all, it's harder to aim, and secondly, it used to inflict self damage, so now it inflicts knockback, which sucks. But really, the bigger problem is that it can be difficult to aim it.
Okay.
And the reason why we are not using the 3 scaffold is because for hunting eidolons, um, it is not as efficient doing damage. So all of the scaffolds provide an alternate fire. So in addition to the semi-auto long range fire that we have right now with our prisms, with our 111 amps, we have a charged shot that we can do if we use the alt fire, right?
Okay.
The Shraxton scaffold, which is the 2 scaffold,
Mhm.
fires a single, um, easily aimable kind of flak grenade,
Okay.
right? And against the second and third Eidolons, who remember are much larger than the Terra list,
Mhm.
the Shraxon little flak grenade thing is considered to be the best because um, a it's fairly easy to aim. B it goes a far enough distance to hit the Eidolon more center mass, and then C when you hit the Eidolon's more or less center mass, it explodes and damages the Eidolon multiple times. This is useful for bringing down the shields faster.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, and this is getting very deep into the meta, but there is an ability that you get later on that there's an ability you get later on as you explore the trees of the focus schools that
Mhm.
makes it so that as you spend time in void mode when you come out, you have a certain number of attacks that get a massive damage bonus, right?
Okay.
This this ability favors singular, large, powerful attacks over continuous fire or multiple shot, uh, smaller damage.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why the Swak Prism is considered good because it's one big ring that has a lot of punch through
Mhm.
and can hit the Eidolons in multiple parts, and why the Shraxon Scaffold is considered good because it fires a single projectile that thus only uses up one use of this ability, and gets a very large damage bonus and hits the Eidolon multiple times at that very large damage bonus. So when you're stacking all of these bonuses together, you do a lot of damage to the Eidolon shield very, very quickly. The rank 3 scaffold, on the other hand, fires a continuous homing beam. The good thing about that is that you don't have to aim it. Once it's on the target, it's on the target. The
Right.
bad news is because it's a continuous beam, it does not synergize well with the ability I was just talking about because it drains it very, very quickly for not a lot of damage.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay? Um, and the rank 4 scaffold fires a shot that kind of bounces around, which if amps were really useful at all in standard missions, I mean you can use them, but they're not any better than frame weapons. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like why would you want to?
Mhm.
Um, then the four scaffold would be really good because you can fire it at one enemy in a big group and it would bounce around between them and do damage to them, right? But
Right.
when you're fighting Eidolons, single large Eidolon, um, it rarely bounces around the Eidolon more than once. You usually hit it and then it bounces off and goes looking for something and doesn't find anything and just kind of flies off into the distance, right?
Okay.
Which is suboptimal. So that's why we don't use four for the Eidolon hunting.
Well, can you use it for the Vomvelus?
You could, but you don't usually find them in large enough groups to make it worthwhile. And the Schwach Prism is generally very good at dealing with Von Vliet.
Well, what I'm saying is that if it's does it actually when it bounces around, does it like bounce towards the next closest enemy or something? Like it does
It depends on how
it
close
does
they
it
are.
does it hunt for additional enemies, or does it like bounce at random?
It's not completely at random, but its targeting distance is relatively small.
Okay. What I'm the point that I'm trying to make though is that when the Eidolon is down, for example, and it's trying to say, help me, Vomulus, come to me and help me get myself back up." Wouldn't the bouncing be a benefit to that? Because then it would be kind of bouncing between all the Vomulus that are trying to chase after him or
In
coming towards him.
theory, in theory, yes. However, remember that phase is a relatively small portion of the fight.
Right.
Most of the fight is trying to knock down the Eidolon shields,
Right.
right? For which the Shraksun scaffold is mathematically much better.
Okay.
So, and since you can only have one prism and one scaffold per amp, it's really about maximizing what does the most stuff
Okay.
for you. Um, so that's kind of why that's. I mean, you can use honestly, you can use whatever prism you want, right? If you really like the prism that we have now, you can use that. I personally, I built an amp with the Grand Mu Prism, which is the three,
Mm-hmm.
and I found it wanting for most of the content.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually built a four Prism. I've heard good things about it. I haven't actually built one. I know a lot of people who are like, "Yeah, no, that's really good." And if you want to do that, you can. Um,
Well, that's way down the that's way
it's a
down the
fair
line
bit
anyway.
down the line,
Yeah.
yes.
Um.
And its manufacturing requirements are a bit on the high side.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just looking at this right now, and I'm seeing, the fact that the 222 is, requiring 30 wisps, and I'm like, oh God, that was already a chore to begin with. Um, but I'm seeing all the other, um, requirements to get, the recipes up and working already, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm already gonna have to go out and get some more mining going. Um, because still need to get I need to get some copperite alloys, the Escherdevar, and some iridite.
Do you don't? I'm assuming you checked in already, and you don't have the parts that you need. Then I mean, over in your mining tab.
I've already exhausted everything that I have so far.
Okay.
So,
So here's the thing. Um, so I need I need a bunch of Cetus wisps, and I need 6 Norg brick. Um, other than that, I had all of the materials that I need. I need like 30 erratite, and I need 6 Norg brains, and we're not even going to discuss the whole Cetus wisp situation. Um,
well,
oh, that reminds me.
just
During
bear in mind, okay, that I'm talking about items that are required for the 222. So, um,
well, right.
but Um, Obviously, I would need to be gathering up a lot more if I want to do a 223. 223. Um, and
Not
we're
as much as you might think. Because the lore embrace. Okay, look. So the lore embrace requires some fish oil. Let's be honest. You probably have more fish oil than you can shake a stick
a fair amount. I mean,
at. It only
I'm not in the
requires.
thousands or anything like that, but
Well, neither am I, but I'm in a couple of. I'm at like 600 fish oil.
okay,
More to the
well,
point, fish oil comes from almost every fish.
right.
Um, so the Lauren brace requires 20 Cetus wisps, 35 fish oil, which is um, 3 Cuffle tendrils, which is a fish you have to specifically lure out, and 5 Breath of the Eidolon. Breath of the Eidolon is an item that you get for doing high level bounty. Um, that reminds me. I actually want to go check something real quick. I'm going to suggest quite strongly, and you know, it's up to you. You can abide. You can, it's your game. But I'm going to suggest quite strongly that we just build 223 amps, and then you can use that brace for another random amp that you're going to put together later, because eventually you're going to want to build them all because they all give. Once they're gilded, they give mastery, and we're going to eventually want mastery.
Okay.
First, okay. Bounties.
Well,
Okay,
it
that
almost sounds like you can pretty much do a different combinations to make whatever kind of amp that you want. You could do, you
well,
know,
yes, they are
yeah,
like Zaws in that you can use whatever combination. Could
right,
be, you could build a 1-2-3, a 3-2-1, a 7-5-3, whatever.
right. So it's a wealth of opportunity to get master rank on there.
Well,
So
yes and no, because the prisms are the only part that give master rank.
the prisms themselves.
Yes, those are the only part that give mastery rank,
Uh-huh. Okay.
which means there is at most 7 options before you're just repeating yourself and you're not earning mastery anymore.
Okay.
At
So
least from a mastery rank perspective. I
okay.
think.
So if I do, like 111 and then 221, you know, with the one being the prism, then I want to be getting additional master rank for that 221, for example.
Well, okay. So the order of the numbers is always prism scaffold brace, right?
Okay.
Um,
So
so
so it'd be
we currently have
111 and 122 then.
right. If you assuming you gilded the first one, then you would not gain more mastery from the second one.
Okay. Okay. I was kind of wondering about that because I was like going, it seems like you could pretty much have a constant wealth of master ranks based off of,
Alas, not.
the sheer amount of combinations that you can do. So,
Yeah, alas, not so much.
right.
Um, okay.
Okay, well, um, I have no problem like doing some mining. If you want to do some mining, we could do that. We could go and um, try to get some Warframe parts right now, or
I'm more in favor of doing the war,
okay,
because I personally don't need to do any mining. Um, I need to go get a bunch of a redite, which I can do later off stream because that's really boring to watch. Um, and I need to get Breath of the
We
Eidolon,
must
which comes
raise more
from high
capital
level
to
bounties.
pursue our goals.
Um, and then I need to get Nordbrain, which comes from um, which you can only fish for at night, and I need to go get the bait for it anyway. You want to see if we can get those? Brain, come on, brain. You want to see if we can get the Excalibur parts?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I think part because I think we both said we needed the chassis at the time I looked.
Excalibur, we had a lot of parts still needing to be for that, I believe. I don't really remember a whole lot of parts for that.
I
The
have it down here that we or at least that I needed the chassis, and I could have sworn that was where you were too.
well, um I needed a chassis for the Saren Prime.
Well, that
Um
too. Let's go see if we can.
okay, yes, chassis for Excalibur as well. Okay.
See, are there any good fishers right now? No. The only Axie fisher is an interception on Sedna, which I guess actually we could do. Interception's not that hard. Oh no, wait, I don't have. Oh no, I could. Um, I think that comes from Axie. Let me look.
Okay.
No, the part we need comes from a Neo. So, what Neo fishers do we have? Oh, defense, defense fisher on Oranos. I mean, we could do that if we want for Neo. See if we can't get that Saren part, or we can go run. As I recall, I hate defense on Oranos. Um, what do you say we go do Excalibur first and see if we get a better fisher because that one's only supposed to last a few more minutes.
And you said defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch over to.
Well, no. We're gonna go. That's the fisher that's available. I was suggesting that we ignore that and um, we go do Excalibur instead.
Okay, and that's the killing that one guy, right?
Right.
With the
With the pipes on his
with
back.
with the pipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to keep on working my Warframes, not switching over to Mesa all the time. Is there, if I'd use
So
like
what
Nick's
Warframe do you need to level?
Nick's Banshee and Mag right now.
Oh, geez, you got three of them. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
Is it a good idea to bring any one of them for this particular portion, or shall I just kind of
I
ignore it for
mean,
now?
Mag got a lot better. Got a lot better in the patch that just dropped. because shield gating was added, and she has a lot of shields, and also as her abilities get better, she has the ability um, to restore her shields while stripping shields and armor off of enemies. But the thing I'm going to say is, I mean, if we want to level frames, I have a frame that I could afford to level to.
Okay.
In which case, we can go and do either Sanctuary, or we can go to Hydron on Sedna um, to level.
Right.
Um, but I would suggest you know, let's
We're
let's
just
run.
we're just going for the part, so we'll just stick with. I'll just stick with Mesa.
Yeah.
Alright.
At least for a couple of parts, and then
Well, I
you know,
mean, we just need the one part for
I know,
Excalibur, so
I know.
we'll see if we get lucky on the first try. But you know, so
It could happen.
you never know. 1 out of 3 chance. 33
Something
percent.
like that.
33% chance.
Yeah.
You bring in Limbo.
Yes.
Okay. Same
Because
combos
it's so
before.
much easier to lure him out by just standing in front of him and letting you guys shoot him in the back.
Yeah. Oh, we got some load from me apparently. Well, connection to host has been lost. Okay.
I mean, I could literally afford to stand around in the mission and let them shoot at me because they can't actually hurt me.
Right.
I sent you an invite. Did you get it?
I'm still in a loading style screen right at the moment, so.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, I had someone replied back to a message on me that I. Well, okay. Uh, Streamlabs allows you to kind of stream to multiple different platforms. Okay, if anyone isn't aware,
Right.
you can stream to Twitch, you can stream to YouTube, you can stream to Mixer. I mean, it allows you to do multiple different. Um, you know, you can broadcast to multiple different sites at the same time. I'm not doing that because I'm like super close to getting the affiliate, which basically says if you're an affiliate, they have, uh, they basically say you can't broadcast to anyone else um, for 24 hours after you broadcast.
Okay, there we go.
So, lag. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was fun.
Come on, Ledge. There we go. Okay. I do so love being able to mess with this boss in limbo.
All right, done.
Okay, so
Oop. But
Be bothering us anymore.
I
Let's
saw
go.
someone on Twitter basically going, hey, which broadcast platform should I broadcast
They
to?
won't be
Should
bothering
I
us
broadcast
anymore.
to Twitch? I'm
Let's get
like,
out of
well,
here.
hey, Chessie, all right.
we're done.
Um,
Ah!
but I was like, well, you can broadcast to multiple if you want to. You know, you just have to be aware that some um, some of the streaming sites might have restrictions based off of how much of a standing you have with them. So, the fact
Right.
that for affiliate, they basically say you can't broadcast to anyone else. We have 24 hours, so you can broadcast for to us, and then 24 hours later you can broadcast to someone else. So,
Okay.
but I'm pretty close to being affiliate, but I need viewership in order to get there. So,
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
need people to kind of watch what I'm doing so that I can get the average up so that I can be an affiliate. That's all I'm missing right now. I have the amount of followers. I mean, I'm broadcasting enough to be there. I just don't have the viewership, and that could be difficult to hold on to. Um, so
Yeah. Okay, so if we want to crack some relics, probably our best bet is there's a Neo interception relic on Oranos. Or we can or we can uh, either go to Hydron or go to Sanctuary Onslaught and level our Warframes. I'm not real picky either way.
one second while I purchase the blueprint for Excalibur.
Okay.
Figured I might as well get that ready to go for when I can actually put the put the parts together tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
uh, so I don't forget about it. Let's see. Uh, I'm kind of interested in trying to get some prime parts, really. Um,
Okay.
well, let's see. Um, there's two sets that I'm like really close to right now that I'd like to get the last parts for, which is Mirage. I'm missing the systems, Mirage Prime systems.
Okay.
Um, would like to finish off Octavia, but that means I need to get chassis and neuroptics. Um, and I need the chassis for Saren Prime.
Yeah.
So, but I don't have
So you
any.
need Mirage Prime systems, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I only have one of the relics that has her systems. Uh,
Yeah, I only have Mirage Prime Neuroptics. So, yeah.
so you need her systems and her chassis?
Well, no. I was looking at the relics.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I was seeing that I only have one relic for the Neuroptics. So,
Worth pointing out, I know you're not exactly rolling in um, in platinum right at the moment, but her systems only cost like 10 platinum.
mm,
So
true.
it may be easier to just, and she's vaulted, so it may be easier to just buy the systems. Um, all right. Well, I also am just missing the chassis for Saren, and I actually have gotten to the point where I would really like Saren.
Okay.
So
So, shall we try to hunt down for relics then?
yeah, I'm gonna. I know exactly what mission I'm gonna suggest we do,
Okay.
and
And is this a mission that is good for leveling Warframes or no?
no, the lower level. So basically, if we were doing a Lith or a Meso relic, I would say sure. We're doing Neo. Neo and Axie relics are all too high level for low rank Warframes to be brought to.
Okay.
I need to change out this weapon because, as much as this weapon is very interesting, right at the moment it's in a bad place. Well, so they changed some things about damage types, right?
Right.
And they changed how gas damage works in a number of ways. And right at the moment, it is grotesquely underpowered. Um, and this is right after I spent some time leveling up and putting some forma into a weapon with innate gas damage. So currently, that weapon is because the gas damage isn't any good. I presume they're going to do something about that, but for the moment, gas damage is not. Uh, this could use another form of, but that's going to be a conversation for another time. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm just bringing Mesa along.
Okay.
In there. What is this mod? That. That. I was watching my buddy Zandy stream, who has a vague notion of whom I am. He's seen me pop up in his chat a fair amount. And he was commenting about how right now don't build anything around the current meta for whatever, the viral damage and so on and so forth. My thing is that as it currently stands, it's not like it's that hard to swap around elemental types. So, we use viral until DE says, yeah, hey, we messed that up, we're changing it. Because it's kind of dumb
Hmm.
right at the moment. This one, I can put that on. Alright. And still have room
Now
left
you
over.
might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all.
That is good.
Dream.
Much better. Alright.
You apparently have 7 minutes to kill 150 enemies with toxin damage.
I mean, I could, but I'm not that worried about it.
Okay.
Alright, let's go do this interception mission.
That's all from me.
No, shoot. Don't. Okay, good. I was going to say don't care for that, and then I realized it had to ask me what relic I want. Okay, there we go.
Wait, I thought we were going to go try to get some relics.
Oh, no, I thought we were cracking relics. Do you not have any Neo relics?
Well, okay. I don't have anything concerning Saren Prime.
No, but I do. You can't get Saren Prime relics right now anyway. She's vaulted.
Okay, and you're saying Neo? Yeah, I have plenty of Neo relics.
Okay, then
So,
we'll just take what we can get, and if I run out on... Here's the other thing. If I run out on my free-to-play account, I have a bunch of them over on my testbed account, too. So.
okay. Okay, so let's see. Mesa Prime, Equinox Prime, Prime.
Yes, I was going to do that.
Death Cube Prime Systems, Kong Prime. Actually, I don't think I actually have Wukong Prime. Var Prime, Lumbo Prime. Those are some good ones. Limbo Prime. Oh, well, that's not going to bother with those then. Okay, let's...
What?
Oh, I just took a look at the Neo Z5, which were basically gun parts. There's no Warframe parts in it whatsoever. So I was like, no. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one. Oh no, a villain joined our squad.
Yeah. How villainous can they be? They still have the default color scheme on their Lizette.
Well, you never know. They might be so villainous that they're trying to look as though they're normal. Still loading in.
There's gonna be a nice surprise for you when you load in.
Alright.
Because there was a
Okay.
there was an I-10 Amber Star that dropped in the spawn room.
Okay. Alright. I hope I can see it.
They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
In the spawn room, you said?
Yeah.
Don't have any resources here.
That's weird and kind of sad.
Yeah, I've found that
Keep fighting.
the they don't load in resources for me until after I'm completely in. So any resources that occur prior, I don't see.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Yep, I know.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and try to get some more. Get myself. Seems like seems like Shemboy has all the reactants over near his end.
I noticed that.
It's like,
Unfortunately, all of the bad guys, or most of the bad guys, seem to be showing up around my point, so I can't personally go over there and pick them up right now. Oh, did they finally get tired? Alright.
Let's go.
Oh, look,
That's
a
it. You
Warframe.
opened the relic. Finish your
boy.
mission and we'll take a look inside.
I got all 10, so I'm good.
Ditto.
We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
Get all these nice little
More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
Absolutely.
Okay, only one of us got the Okay, I'm just gonna go for this siege, I guess. I don't have it, so Alright. Let's try. Let's try this again.
Try and
Now,
capture another
villain
signal.
is not.
Villain
Be
didn't
careful,
equip
though.
a relic?
The enemy has
Villain
shield
isn't
rather
getting
strong
any of the benefits,
reinforcements.
right?
Right.
He's not.
I don't understand why they're hanging around in this mission if they're not equipping a relic. Like, why are you on a relic mission if you're not using relics?
Huh?
I don't understand.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now. We are in total control.
I'm not saying they can't
Keep
do it.
fighting.
They're totally allowed to do it. I don't understand.
Oh.
It's totally allowed to do a relic mission while not using your relic. I don't understand.
The reactant is
I
working on
mean,
the relic.
okay.
The enemy have captured the tower.
I mean, you could.
We are dominating.
Whatever.
Keep it up. The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. We are dominating. Keep it up. Tower lost.
Alright, I got all of my...
Yeah, same. Everybody that needs it got it. So.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
Alright.
The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode more messages?
I already got Hydroid, but
Sure.
I mean,
Grab the Nakana Prime Blade. The Nakana Prime is a very good weapon.
okay.
All right, they're both leaving, so I guess we should too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of
Leaving the
pointless
collective room
for
today will go a
villain
long
to
way in
be
supporting our
here.
cause.
So, I mean, it's like, wait, you're trying to get more credits, but you could have just gone for the regular mission. I mean, do you actually get more credits in these kind
Not
of...
that I'm aware of.
Yeah. So, I mean, he could have just gone
You seek
for
rewards, Hunter?
uh, resource drop, resource drop, chance booster, 7 hours. Now I'm really in the mood for some defense missions.
Why?
Hydroid.
Hmm.
But,
I mean, if we want to earn relics, so not the fastest, but the best place to earn Neo and Axie relics because it can be very, very chill and very laid back is uh, Zini on Eris.
okay.
Um, but I still have pretty fair amount of. Let's see, man, I got almost no. Ugh, I keep having to upgrade these relics to try and get better stuff out of them, and of course we're not getting them.
Right.
All right, let's go crack some more. But I'm not. I'm not getting nearly as much. I'm not getting nearly as many of the void traces as I'm spending upgrading these relics to radiant,
Yeah.
even though they're supposed to mathematically have.
And this is the Neo, right?
Yes, it's the exact same mission we just did.
Alright.
Like the map layout should be the same in everything.
Give me a second. Let me put some void traces in some of these relics so that...
You can do that from the select screen.
Death Cube I want, so leave that alone. Limbo Prime. I want to have a chance for that blueprint to pop up. Okay, what about you? Limbo Prime's at the base, so that's fine. And there's nothing really there for me to get either. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm here, although hasn't really.
There are
I can
gold
see you
fish
standing
Use
Yeah.
these to crack
Well,
open a relic.
whether or not, well, okay.
You found a fissure. Look out for
It's a
reactants.
good question as to if I'm actually standing there and whether or not I'm actually here. Well, why did Limbo do that?
Do what?
He he switched over to the other um he switched over to the other dimension. It's like, why? You're gonna need to kill people. Alright, I'm at D right now.
Because Limbo specializes in bringing people into his
Use that
dimension,
reactant to
not
open a
fighting
relic.
them in ours. Damn it! I'm still on the wrong elemental type. I forgot to change it.
Tower online.
We have 4 people. Why are we still having problems at A?
I don't think anyone is at A. I think we got 2 people at one of them for some reason.
We have
Okay,
lost
well,
control of the
I'll go to A.
We got 2 people over at B. Then again, B is apparently the one we lost, so maybe that's.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Doing okay over there?
My Warframe is strong.
I'm doing okay. Just a lot of guys kind of popping up at the same time. Or a lot of people are like popping up right on the...
This tower is ours now.
There we go. Finally. God damn. They kept on popping in, and it's like, okay, well, you're not really helping me keep this here.
It's true. But
Alright.
fortune favors
Yeah,
the bold,
well, it would-
and there ain't none
if
so
they did, it would
bold
be
as
too easy,
people
right?
with nothing
Yeah.
to lose.
Alright. Alright, back
The
at
relic
D.
has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. The enemy have captured a tower.
Don't worry about it. I
Tower
got C.
captured. Beginning stream.
I had to go
decode
away
now.
for a second to get my.
Tower lost.
Where the hell's my? News for you, Lotus. This tower was always ours. Then they stop messing around.
boy, they really don't like D right at the moment. Oh, stop that.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Okay.
Screw remaining enemy personnel. We'll run around and collect resources.
Pretty much.
Apparently my dog is having a derp moment.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Go over to A.
More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
Sure.
Get comfy, dreamers. One of our own believes they
Okay.
are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
Come on, Whispering. Switch over. Okay.
Really?
Okay.
What is
T-
the point
t-
of even coming on an interception mission if you're not going to stay for more than one round?
I don't know, man. But to be honest, that was not exactly the best group.
I suppose this is fair.
That limbo kept on running around all over the place, and I was like, okay, why? I mean, I get it if you're going to collect the reactants, that's fine, but go back to your original spot. You know,
Yeah. Also, I never noticed them throwing down Cataclysm. Which, if you're bringing Limbo to an interception, you throw down Cataclysm so that it covers at least one of the points, and you throw down Stasis so that then the enemies walk into it and don't, and therefore can't actually claim it. They're frozen, and then you kill them.
but whatever.
Boy, now there's a name.
Let's see. I see Russian daycare and digital destroyer.
Yeah, I was referring to Russian daycare.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Wait,
Host migration in progress. Yay!
yeah, I already aborted the mission.
You found a fissure. Look out
What's
for
up with your
reactants.
internet?
Well, I'm getting some multiple people here joining me. You know what? I'll just go ahead and leave.
Yeah, it says no sessions available, so I can't join you.
I'll let those four have fun in that. Or those three, I should say. Still fairly early in the match, so
Yeah. try this again.
Uh-huh.
If you have any of the relics with Mesa Prime systems in them,
Mesa Prime Systems. I do, but it's like the Uber level, so not sure if I'm gonna be able to get that popping up. I mean, I can at least pop those relics in and maybe put some more void traces in them. I mean, if you're
you know what? On second thought, don't worry about it because the thing I'm actually going to request is that you save those because the last thing I want is to have the Saren Prime part that we're looking for and that Mesa Prime part pop on the same mission and on the same one and be like, damn it.
I understand. Okay. I just got a mod for Ghost. Rude.
You're near a fissure.
A mod for what?
Uh, I mean, I didn't see you break anything, and I suddenly get a mod. So I was like, weird. Why was it?
Stranger things have happened. This one. Okay.
Alright. Heading to D.
Damn it, I forgot to change my damage type again. I guess I'm taking A because somebody's already up at B, even though that's a more advantageous position for me to be standing at. What are you doing over here?
Tower captured. Beginning streaming code now. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Tower lost.
Really?
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. The enemy have taken a tower. We must recapture it. We are dominating.
I mean,
Keep
like,
it up.
all of the reacted is over at your tower, so... React.
Well, I probably wouldn't have this much of a problem if these guys weren't like clearing up their own areas.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I mean,
Yeah.
if these guys were at A, for example, then I probably wouldn't have this many guys to shoot.
It's possible.
I mean, I'm taking care of guys that are over in C. Just just by my vantage point right at the moment. It's like, okay.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason why I wanted to see, because from here I can actually see over down into where A is, and if anybody goes over to A, I can clear it out.
Yeah.
But
We have decoded the
Okay.
message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
They just kept on flooding my area. It's like, okay. Yeah, whatever.
Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
We didn't kill all the guys here, though. What the hell? Oh, Serum Prime.
yes.
Alright. Oh, wait. That's Serum Prime
Did I select
Systems.
the wrong one?
Well, okay. I'll take another.
All right, we're done.
There we are.
Well, we got the thing we thought we wanted, so. Oh God.
Good work today. Not only have
I
we
used
decoded
up
the
way too
enemy
many.
transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
I swear. I feel. I guess I'm dumb. My apologies. I guess I'm dumb.
So you used all your
Well, I used
void
all the ones at
traces
that I didn't use all of them, but I used a lot of void traces.
for that one particular relic that had the Serum Prime Systems and not the...
So where the hell is the chassis? No, it is. Ah. I was looking at something and I got knocked out of it because somebody left the party. So I'm trying to. Okay. So wait. Okay. Yeah. No. There's two different parts. Two different Saren parts in there, and so far, we've gotten the common part. We've gotten uncommon parts. We've gotten mostly common parts, a couple of uncommon parts, but not the rare yet. Okay. So we do need to keep.
Okay, so it's
I got
the...
one more I can afford to Radiant right now, and then that's it. I'm going to invite you back to the group.
Okay.
I thought we were done because that was what was in that relic.
No worries.
Also, I know that mathematically it's not supposed to be this way, that supposedly radiant relics are better and all of this, but I swear to God, it seems like every time I radiant a relic to try and get stuff out of it, I get everything but that part, and it's always when I can't afford to, and I'm back to doing the regular one.
Yeah.
All right. Mia Fisher. Uh,
Actually, wait. I want to use multiple. So.
really? Okay.
Okay. Go with that one. You doing okay, the bud?
Uh, I'm still feeling a little off. I had a really bad headache yesterday. The kind where my head feels, where it feels like my skull is a size too small for my brain,
Hmm. Okay.
which sucks.
So basically just pressure everywhere on your head.
Yes. Oh, look, it's the same guys again, or at least one of them.
Yep.
A Fisher. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Oh, look, it's the same map again, too.
Alright, well, I had pretty good luck over at D, although Mr. Pibbleton's going 2D. Thanks for that. Alright. I guess I'll go to C then. Oh, I'll try to get to C.
C's the better choice a uh, for Mesa anyway,
Okay.
because you can see down into D from where you are, and thus you can shoot down there too.
Okay. Why?
The enemies are dropping reactant.
Thanks for joining me up here, guy.
Power online. We are dominating. Keep it up.
Can you go back down to
Enemy has
D?
captured the tower.
Okay. Mr. Pibbleton has no idea how to play this game.
Clearly.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. We have lost control
Go
of the
forth
tower.
with it, eh?
What the heck is this guy? Why do I have enemies surrounding my camp, but I can't shoot them? Oh, they're being controlled. Is there a Nyx in our team?
We have control of all 4 towers. Tower lost.
I'm heading back to E. It's just since literally everybody seems to be over.
I know.
We have a Revenant.
Okay.
Revenant's first ability controls people too.
Okay. Do they,
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Alright.
The enemy
You know
have
what?
taken
Seeing
the
that
tower.
they're
You must
always over
recapture
there,
it.
I'm just gonna stay here at A, if that's okay. I mean, you're at B right now, so...
Yeah, well, I also need to go get my last reactant.
Alright, man.
So I'll be right back.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Like, literally these guys...
For the Lotus.
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
Oh, finally! Oh, guess you wide.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage.
Ay,
Enemy personnel.
Oh, and as for why, I don't know.
Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
Depends whether or not you want.
Alright.
God.
Wow. Okay. I guess I'll go with Volt Prime. I haven't seen that one in a while, so... I mean, sure. Okay. For a second there, I was like going,
I
okay.
have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
Okay. Heading back to A.
Yeah, I'm out of... I don't have enough voice research to radiant another relic, and I don't feel like trying to
We
track
are
them.
dominating.
Yes,
Keep
I
it
can.
up. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
What are you doing over here there, dude? Mr. Pibbleton is an idiot.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just grabbing the reactor.
There was no reactants over here.
Yeah, there is. There's one.
Not for me.
Well, no, because you already picked it up. I'm sure. From where you're standing, it would be within range of your vac.
Oh. Okay, I do have one on me.
But
But
I have 0 because apparently they're afraid of me. Can't imagine why.
this guy's just standing in A now. Why?
Alright, well, we're past the
The enemy
50%
has
mark.
captured a
So
tower.
I'm going to pick up some reactant. I'll be right back.
Well. Okay, you got yours. I'm gonna go grab mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause and kill a whole bunch of guys. Alright, I got you covered. Go get your reactant.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish
Uh-huh.
your mission and we'll take a look inside. We are in total control. Keep fighting.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's over at D for some reason.
Yeah, I barely see any enemies over here. I think they're afraid of me.
No wonder I was having a interesting time over at D. That's where all the enemies are.
Message decoded. Leave
I mean,
everyone
look at all the sheer number of enemies over there.
enemy forces.
Yeah?
Alright. Well, might as well go and collect all the resources and mods that are going to be dropped.
Yeah. Another boar blueprint. How quaint.
Is that it?
More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
I mean, I would, but at the same time, these guys are being idiots, but you know. Okay. Apparently, the Akagara is good.
Achikara Prime. Honestly, I'm taking it much more because it's the rarest of the bunch.
Ah. Right, you can actually see the rarity.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
They are broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
I decided to go over to C in hopes of actually seeing some action as opposed to being bored out of my mind. Which, of course, would probably mean that they'll all end up doing something.
Well, if anything, I'll guard B and A.
This tower is ours now.
The one guy is already leaving B.
We have control of all 4 towers. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
Trying to find a best spot to
Transfer
kind
is
of,
still holding.
kind of keep an eye on both B and A at the same time. This spot will do. Really? What level is Mr. Pivington's Warframe?
30 now. And he's MR14, which
lost.
means in theory he should be.
Okay. What about his melee weapon?
Uh, 10. Why?
Because he was trying to use it on an Eximus.
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
I take it 5-year phrasing he would not succeed.
Not very well. Oh, okay. Time for me to go get some reactant. There we go.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Is there a reason you're standing around on my point?
Because they don't really know any better.
Apparently not.
Oh. Okay.
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
I think I've had about as much of these people.
Yeah. I mean,
The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements.
it would be
Avoid
nice if
seeing
they
and decoding
stayed
the
on their
messages.
points and, you know, took care of the enemies that are there, but the fact that they kept on switching around was irritating. Yeah, Helios. Okay.
You guys are welcome to stay. We're done.
Good work
At
today.
least I'm-
Not only have we decoded
Also, we
the
got like
enemy
10 minutes
transmissions,
before
we
we're
have also
supposed to
disrupted their
end stream,
communications.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Mr. Pivelton trying to take on an Eximus melee fighter, and I was like going, okay, you're you're not even killing these guys in one shot. Why are you using this again? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have a level 30 weapon on him at all, and he wasn't really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you kill enemies with the weapon in question, then you get some decent XP on that. But
You want to do one more? I have enough. I have enough void traces now.
Do you
Two
want to?
radiant,
Do you
one
want to
more.
join? Do you want to join this crew? Yeah. No.
Well, fortunately, they left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I don't mind. Um, got a few prime parts, so that's good.
Yep.
Um, not exactly what we were looking for, but that whatever works, right? Mm,
Hopefully, we won't run into the same people again.
yeah. Kind of wish I could just kind of mark things like I will never use this at all in my foundry. Please do not show it. Oh well.
Such as.
Well, I have a Mesa Prime part, so it's like I already have.
Mm,
I'm already good with that. I don't need to build it anymore. You
yeah.
know, I'd
Torture!
I'd really like to um you know I'd like to focus on other things in the foundry than parts that I don't really need
Yeah.
or parts that I've already built. And it'd be nice to just be able to just kind of do that as a manual.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Oh. Aha, this one.
Use that reactant to open a relic.
Okay, so what are the best combos here, seeing it's just the two of us right at the moment? C and B and A and D?
Tower online.
Well, I can cover. If you can capture B, I can cover it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, D is in a bad location because there aren't clear line of sights from it.
Yeah.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. This tower is ours now.
Oh, we got another one coming in. That's good. And it's not part of oh good. We don't have a
We have
repeats.
lost control of a tower. You have captured a radio tower.
Oh yeah. So hopefully we actually have
And at
some.
least one of them is another Mesa. Who immediately went to a point that we did not have control of. That's already promising.
Tower lost.
And apparently he has a sense of humor too. What the?
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Uh-oh.
This will
I
change
got
your mind.
I got some assassins coming in. Oh. Ah. Roller specters. Okay.
The enemy have captured a tower.
Okay.
Not my bloody tower.
I'm gonna switch over to D real quick.
I think they're getting it.
No, I'm getting it right now. Okay, and good.
Dominating.
Alright, now I'm gonna go and get some reactant here because I'm absolutely in desperate need of it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Alright.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Okay.
We have lost control of a tower.
Okay.
I switched over. Oh, going back to D.
The enemy have taken a tower.
Okay.
You must recapture it. We have control of all 4 towers. Tower lost. We have decoded the message.
Alright.
The remaining enemies must not report
Only
back
one
to their
person,
command.
guys.
Eliminate everyone.
I can only take care of so much stuff so quickly.
Yep.
Extraction is available.
Oh, no.
There are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
Still haven't collected everything yet. Yeah. Okay. Ah, one more prime. Good.
Really?
Okay. I'm gonna need to go.
Yeah. Well, that was my last Radiant Relic, so.
The data you have collected
Alright.
here today will go a long way in supporting our cause.
Very interesting that I got Roller Spectre blueprints out of that assassination.
Yeah. Well, that means it was still Meridian.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright. I'm going to put my pet into stasis so that I don't forget.
Alright. Leaving squad.
And then I'm going to sign off because my head is really bugging me.
Understood there,
But
bud.
we'll be back tomorrow, same Warframe time, same Warframe channel.
Yeah, pretty much. For me, it's 2 to 6 p.m. PST. For you, it's 5 to 9
Yes.
Eastern.
Well, EDT now.
Yeah.
So.
Um, yeah, we do this Monday, Tuesdays. Crazy, do you do any other streams with Warframe during the week, or is it just mainly
Not
Monday,
during the
Tuesday?
week. No, I don't. I don't stream Warframe on any of my other. And
Okay.
I've considered streaming some other things, but I haven't quite gotten around to it. I've just had so much stuff to do and not enough time to do it all in.
Yeah, no,
So,
I hear you. I hear you on that one. All
all
right,
right.
bud. Well, have yourself a good night. Hope you feel better.
You too.
And we will see each other tomorrow, or talk with each other and play Warframe, obviously.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for joining me on that. Um,
Yep.
so,
Happy to help.
all right. See you tomorrow, my friend.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. And for those of you that are still watching me, um, like I said before, we do this. Well, I stream daily from 2 to 6. So if you're interested in any particular game, I have a list down below as to which games I'm currently playing. I have a little set box down below on the Twitch channel, so check that out. See what I'm streaming on the day. I do this daily from 2 to 6. Mondays, Tuesdays are Warframes, and as you could hear, I get joined by Crazy from time to time. Um, Wednesday will be my World of Warships, um, so you can check that out. Um, Thursday is currently my Borderlands 2 playthrough. I'm currently going through the True Vault Hunter mode. And then Friday, Saturday, I'm just starting The Force Unleashed. So if any of those interest you, feel free to stop on by, check those out. I upload all these streams that I do pretty much unedited to my YouTube channel. So if you miss a day or whatnot, uh, they are uploaded to my YouTube channel, so you can check those out. Um, I also have links to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitter account down below on my Twitch channel, as well as in the description of my YouTube videos. So if any of that interests you, then feel free to check those out. Um, but yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight there, folks. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope you, hopefully I entertained you in some small fashion. So, if so, hopefully I'll see you again. Until then, have a good night there, strangers, and I'll see you next time.